see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Chapter 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. They worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Many people would say Donald Trump is the Antichrist on what just was observed. I would disagree. I don't see the parallel with a fatal wound to the head. Fatal means he would have died and been risen up again.
Yep.
Donald Trump was shot in the side of his head, but he stood up straight away, not fatally wounded. Also note that his whole character is not to be against God, but to actually encourage God to be there. So I will leave this with you. Look at the character described as the Antichrist, and look at the character of Trump, and then make the decision for yourself. As for me, I know this is definitely not the Antichrist as described in the Bible. Till next time, God bless you.
Folks, in all fairness, I mean, Seventh-day Adventist, I don't know about.
I have great relationship with God. I have great relationship with the evangelicals. And I go to church a lot. Always on Christmas, always on Easter, always when there's a major occasion. And during the Sundays, I'm a Sunday church person. I like to do the right thing where I don't have to actually ask for forgiveness. When we go in church and when I drink my little wine, which is about the only wine I drink, and have my little cracker, I guess that's a form of asking for forgiveness. And I do that as often as possible because I feel cleansed.
Yo, Flurs, what's up? It's good to see you all. Thank you all for coming. I'm glad you could like it. How you all doing?
Oh, good.
Beautiful.
Oh. Did you notice as he was walking away, someone held up a sign saying, "You're fired."
That's funny.
But yeah, it's good to see you.
You're fired upon.
We do have Nate, Luca, Roger, PJ, and Brian in the panel. How you guys doing?
Oh, good, sir.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh, and Vara. What's up, man? Good to
Well,
see you.
Vara.
Yes, me too. I'm here. Hey, everybody. How do
Hi,
I
guys.
sound like? How does this
Good to see
sound?
you, man.
I'm not
So-
A little low.
Yeah, a little
So
low,
is
Brian.
Donald
Ask
Trump
a
the Antichrist,
question.
guys?
He's not the Antichrist.
No. I seriously doubt it.
Well, that's what we're going to discuss tonight, because we do have a lot of people that are mixed on this.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are Antichrist. I mean, it's scriptural for people to be Antichrists. Anybody that opposes Jesus is an Antichrist. But as of the devil's son, the Antichrist, the Antichrist that's in Revelation and in Daniel and whatever, no, not the Antichrist.
Hello. Okay, so guys, we got votes going in. Donald Trump is the Antichrist as described in Revelation 13. 13% say yes. 46%
I
say
agree.
no.
I
20%.
20%. Nah, just kidding.
Okay, it's just changed now. Okay, it's just changed now. Okay, it's just changed now. 16% say yes. 48% say no. 20% say could be. And 16% not sure. Ooh, that's interesting.
I'm with no on this one.
Yeah, me too.
I'm with, when I read my Bible, I do think that he is not a true Christian, though.
Yeah. I mean,
But
such on Sundays.
I don't think he is the Antichrist.
Yeah.
I don't think he's in any way related to Antichrist at all.
Why
No,
would
but
that
he's
be?
our next president.
Because, I don't believe that they is, well, I don't believe I don't believe in, I don't know.
You don't believe you don't believe in the devil, so you don't believe in the Antichrist because you don't read the Bible at all. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Well, kind of.
Yeah, thought so.
I don't believe in the Bible, not really.
I know you don't. But you haven't given it a chance to be able to say that. You know, like Vara's reading the Bible. He doesn't know. But he's giving the Bible a chance.
I've given the Bible a chance, but everything that is explained in the Bible can also be explained with logic.
Really?
No, really?
Yeah. That's a good one, dude.
So Jesus multiplied fishes how? By logic.
Huh?
How did Jesus multiply fishes by logic?
Well, but logic says he didn't.
He did. So that's a claim that he didn't when he claims that he did.
He fed 5,000 people with two fish and
2
5
loaves. Yeah.
Yeah, fish and 2 loaves, something like that.
Because no one can do that. Can they? I haven't witnessed anyone be able to
exactly.
do that.
Only God can.
Only God can.
Boy.
Which is logical to say then he didn't, because no one can do that.
No, what's logical is to understand that only God can do it.
Yeah, and riding on a fiery chariot into heaven. Can you explain that scientifically?
But why can only God do it?
Because he's God, or else he wouldn't be God, would he?
You don't understand anything supernatural. Neither do we, but we accept it because it's not logical. It's just I guess you'd say it's faith.
Man can't create themselves, can they? Man can't create themselves.
It would be faith at this point.
And if you believe in evolution, that's even more faith than I have in God. You've got more faith in evolution than I do in God, because
never been shown to be true, dude. It hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no proof for.
Yeah, I know. It's good to see everybody in the YouTube lands and on all the other platforms. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate you all. Hit those likes, share the show. Yes. Let's get it out to a wider audience. Yeah. It's really, really good to see you all.
Science
fiction.
Flatzoid.
Science fiction.
Science fiction said, I was told that the loaves and fishes thing was a parable for sharing what you have with others who don't, and not to actually think. No, it was actually a thing that Jesus did. It wasn't a parable. Jesus tells you when he's doing a parable, because he gives you the meaning also. He doesn't give you the meaning to this, but it's evident.
What happened was, they didn't want to leave Jesus alone. They wanted him to still talk, and it got late, and they needed people getting hungry, and the disciples were worried, like, what are we going to do? How are we going to feed all these people? So they asked Jesus, and Jesus said, bring, let's see what we have. And they brought him the 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread, and he blessed it, and he said, go hand it out to the people. And as they were handing out, it was just supernaturally multiplying, and therefore they fed the congregation of 5,000 people with 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread.
Absolutely. I don't think people ate metaphorical bread and fish.
And Tashira, I know you're skeptical of faith and relationship with Jesus and all that, but I agree with what you're saying. Sorry, all religions are man-made. Of course, there is a creator. All religions are man-made, but my relationship with God, Jesus, is not a religion.
So, Flatzoid, you got a super chat earlier. You want to read it out?
Yeah, sorry, I'm going to read it now. I'm just quickly setting up my TikTok as well.
Nice.
Really,
I asked a question.
It. Yeah, I think it was.
So
I think Bob the
what
Science
does-
Guy sent the super chat to me because Roger doesn't send super chats.
So what does everyone think of the Donald Trump assassination attempt?
That's what we're talking about, mate.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, I
is
know.
literally what that tonight's about.
Yeah, I know, but
I think it's controlled.
Should we just get like a base on what everyone thinks so far?
I think.
I guess
But
that's
yeah,
what he wants.
let me first read the super chat out. Thank you, Roger, for your $2 super chat. It says Trump is the son of Seth. No.
He's the son of Esau.
Roger, you rock. Thank you very much for your super chat, Roger. Do you think he's the son of Seth, Roger?
No, not really, but it sparked the conversation. Notice I put the question marks behind it. Yeah. Is he the son of Seth? I don't know. But the question is, what line is he from, and why would they put him in power? That's what I'm looking for. The biblical lines are still around, and we're all related to them. So.
Yeah. Exactly. Look, there's definitely bloodlines and stuff there, but I do think Trump has bloodlines that are not, of the best. But I wouldn't say he's showing to be the Antichrist described in Revelations 13.
No.
I think people are falsely attributing it to him because of this failed assassination attempt. I mean, a lot of people even saying it was planned just so he can, win over votes. You know what I mean?
Like you said in that little expose thing, that little intro thing, that wasn't a fatal wound. He's not dead.
Well, I'm gonna go that he's probably from Gog and Magog. Yeah, he has with the Russian lineage, and he has a lot in common with the traits that he has. And he prefers Russian women too. On top of that, so you get the point.
Anyway, guys, I was looking through some of this today as well, and Trump gave a response on after this. And I want you guys also to look at this comment he left, and then we can compare it to see would it be an Antichrist thing to say. Okay. Guys, agree with me?
Okay.
Donald Trump has just taken to Truth Social. He has posted another message, this one after waking up in...
There we go. Thank you to everyone for your thoughts and prayers yesterday, as it was God alone who prevented the unthinkable from happening.
Okay.
Well, he gave glory to God. So.
Antichrist to me, does it?
No.
We will fear not, but instead remain resilient in our faith and defiant in the face of wickedness. Our love goes out to the other victims and their families. We pray for the recoveries of those who were wounded and hold in our hearts the memory of the citizen who was so horribly killed in this moment. It is more important than ever that we stand united and show our true character as Americans, remaining strong and determined, and not allowing evil to win. I truly love our country. I love you all and look forward to speaking to our great nation this week in Wisconsin. Donald Jr. J. Trump.
Amen, brother.
That doesn't sound very set up to me.
What? Because he gave a statement.
No, you can still have that as a planned statement afterwards.
Of course.
The point we're trying to talk about is he the Antichrist? And that doesn't seem hallmarks of an Antichrist.
People are asking in chat which God, if it was it's a capital G, so it is likely referring to
the Almighty.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sure he's very outspoken about being Protestant. So I think you would know which God he's talking about.
He's definitely not he's not what people want him to be, like hardcore, like Catholic or Crusader, whatever. But he's definitely a Christian.
You can call him a Christian, but I wouldn't call him like a true Christian.
Yeah,
I'll agree with that science fiction. I agree with what you just said there completely.
What did you say?
He said Trump uses God and Christianity to fool people into thinking there's something divine about him. The man's a shouting, a con man. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I used to liken him to Rumpelstiltskin. Trumpelstiltskin. He'll take he wants your firstborn, dude. Better start weaving that gold. Anyway, that's just my opinion of him, politically speaking.
The reason I don't think he's a true Christian is because he's still part of this, what I would consider a cabal, right? He has a Kabbalah teacher, I'm pretty sure. So I think he's trying to, I think he feels bad. He wants to repent like most of these guys do, but, it's still set up in the end, I think. Right?
Oh, once you're in that situation, I don't think there's any way out, to tell you the truth. The cabal won't let go of you. They just don't.
Just like Jeff Hunt says, being an Antichrist is not the same as being the Antichrist.
No,
that's
exactly.
the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because people are seeing this the whole time. People are like, since it's happening, oh, look, he was wounded in his head, just like the Antichrist should be. So therefore, he's the real Antichrist. It's like, no.
Oh, okay.
People will try to attribute the Antichrist to literally everything. I mean, the same thing happened when Obama was a president, and they even had better correlations. I've seen those videos, right? And then, for example, like Bishop Mari, people were attending him to the Antichrist because he lost an eye or something, right? So it's very grasping straws when it comes to revelation and not seeing the.
Yeah. But
everybody forget that Trump promoted the vaccines and he was on the wall with a kippah on his head and.
Yeah, no, he kissed the wall. I said he had. I said he had a Kabbalah teacher, right?
Yeah. But that's why he has a weird doctrine when it comes to forgiving sins. He's what you would call just a Sunday Christian. Where he even says, you saw in the video I put up, he doesn't really ask for forgiveness. He just takes the Eucharist and the
he says
wine,
he tries not to.
And that is his way of asking for forgiveness.
He implied that he didn't sin. He doesn't sin because he's trying not to do anything that would make me want to ask for forgiveness. So he's implying that he doesn't sin.
Yeah, and this is exactly the same thing we spoke about the other night. Remember with the mobsters, where they also just took communion, and that's how they thought, okay, they were, their sin was just gone.
Yeah, no, a bunch of Antichrist people do this. Rosicrucians, Knights Templar, all of them. Yeah. Eucharist is not. I wouldn't say it's what he attends it to. Right.
It's not for that's not for forgive. I mean, you've got to check your heart before you take it against your brother and your sister, or else you're kind of convicting yourself, aren't you? When it comes to the communion, communion is not about being forgiven in the first place. It's a symbol of remembrance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's symbolic.
What's up, Joe?
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Hey, Joe.
Good to hear. It's a beautiful Sunday here in Minnesota. It's 89 degrees, and luckily I'm in my truck with the air conditioning.
Obviously Fahrenheit, right? 89 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So can I run something by you just really quick that just something to think about Revelation 13?
Yeah.
I know you've got some ideas about Revelation. Go for it, man.
Yeah, and my ideas might be weird, but like.
I like some of your ideas. I like your thoughts and stuff when it comes to Revelation.
Well, in Revelation 13, he sees a beast come up out of the sea, right? And I used to think like that it was the ocean or something that he was coming out of, but then later on in Revelation, it's that same beast that came up from the bottomless pit. So the sea that it's talking about, I think that's the bottomless pit. And you guys probably know what I think about low Earth orbit. That like what they say they do in space, they're perpetually falling into this dark place. There's no bottom to it. The space station has supposedly been falling, like literally falling for 25 years. And then he says that there's this dragon that gives power to the beast. And I'm thinking about SpaceX Dragon, this this capsule that's on a rocket, and it goes up to the sky and down and up from the sky and down. I'm just saying whether we think that's real or not. What I'm trying to point out is that I think that there's a deception that all of us know about, or at least are aware of, and it would be the globe, right? I mean, I'm just saying that I think the globe is a huge deception, and whether the Earth is flat or whatever, I don't know. I'm just saying the globe is a lie. And when I think about anything that they're doing with these space things, that's upholding the lie. And like
so, wait a minute.
Oh, go ahead.
Luke's let him talk.
No, go ahead, Luke.
Yeah,
I want to hear it. I want to hear what you said.
So you don't think you know the Earth isn't a globe, but you don't know what it is.
Well,
like it could be flat, it could be anything, but you know it's not a globe.
Well, the world that I perceive and that you perceive, you only perceive the part that you're in at that time, and the ground's always beneath you, the sky's always above you. Yep. There's never any time when we can detect like this degree per 69 miles. There's no way to measure that or to observe it. So what I'm saying is that to me, there's mountains and hills and valleys, but they're all underneath our feet. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple. I'm not trying to point anything out that's like surprising. It's just the world we do perceive is still and not curved. The water that we see doesn't curve. So that's how I would say to that, Luca. But Luca, I think about this though, because I know you probably understand how something can orbit the Earth, or I mean, generally how something can orbit the Earth, and that would require there to be curvature for it to be falling around, right? Yeah. So if there's no curvature where we actually live, what's going on when they go up in the sky, these astronauts that represent like a percent of 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 the people that are alive, they're not trustworthy advocates of truth.
Why?
Because they make claims that nobody can test. Nobody can. What I'm saying is that to do like there's no science involved in what they're doing. They're making bold statements that they're doing these things and showing evidence that they're doing these things, but only an astronaut knows what's happening when they're on a rocket launcher, if there's even anybody on it. And I think that in Revelation 13, there's a dragon that gives power to the beast, and then right after that, John sees another beast, and it's coming up out of the earth, and it's obviously not like a tree coming up out of the earth. It's like something leaving the earth, because 2 verses later, the same thing does great wonders. The same beast that came up out of the earth, speaking like a dragon, it came down from heaven, and it made fire come down from heaven to the people that were on the earth could see it. What I'm saying is that sounds an awful lot like a Falcon 9 rocket launch with a Dragon capsule on it, a 2-stage rocket. I'm just saying it's just something that, to me, it really seems likely. But of course, that's just
we're getting off topic. Hold on.
I'm the one doing that this time, Luca.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
hold on.
Back onto the topic with.
Yeah. I want to ask him what he thinks about it. What do you think about the assassination of Donald Trump? Do you think it's set up, or?
I mean, an attempt, not an assassination.
I think that I personally, I mean, again, I don't know anything that other people don't know, but personally, I think that it's probably a legitimate thing that happened, and Trump's very lucky to be alive. That's probably what I think.
I agree.
The other side of me, like right away when I first saw it, my conspiratorial side or whatever, it like flashed before me and said, "Whoa, be careful here." And but after looking at a few things, and plus, like I was I do think that Trump believes in Jesus, and because of some of the things he said before, I don't think that Trump could be the Antichrist because Trump actually lifts up Jesus above himself. You know.
But like I said, the reason why I don't think he's really a true Christian, though, but he might believe he is because look at the people he hangs around with. I'm going to quickly play you guys some parts of this quickly and just listen what they say about him.
All right.
You were born again of the Spirit. You were born of the Spirit. You were born exactly with the same spiritual DNA as Jesus. You were born with the DNA of God Almighty. You're not a little like Jesus. You are exactly like Jesus.
By the way, this was according to
Kenneth Copeland.
Kenneth Copeland saying this to Trump, guys.
Wow.
Kenneth Copeland is an Antichrist. That's what.
That guy's the devil, man. I swear.
Yes, absolutely.
Then I want to get another point.
I can speak. I've actually met the man back in the 80s, and he wasn't nothing like he is now. He was a lot more calmer. He was more humble, you might say.
Yeah, but look at everything about him today. It's like he's demon possessed.
Oh,
yeah.
His eyes.
He's become the thing he hated.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, there's still more, guys.
I got to run, but I just wanted to say hi and love you guys and keep doing what you're doing. And I'm always listening in, man.
You too, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
For coming, man. Bless you, man.
Much love. Have a good one.
Nice, man.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
The way you think, let this mind be in you, which was also in the anointed Jesus, who being in the form of God thought it not robbery to be equal with God.
So he says he's equal with God, guys.
Yeah, because Jesus says not robbery to be equal with God. Yes, but we're not each equal with Jesus.
Crazy.
Dude.
No, and you do not think it robbery.
Huh?
I gotta agree with him on the Corona thing, though. He saw that much.
Oh yeah, but he rebuked it and he said he got rid of it and blew away with the wind of God.
Yeah,
just like that.
But the fact that he did give it validity, saying it's like a real thing, a virus, which I don't subscribe to viruses. I'm a terrain theorist myself, so
I don't think he accepted the comparison to Jesus.
Okay, we're still gonna go on, Luca.
He claims to be.
It's not taking anything away from God.
Right.
To be equal with our Father. To be equal with our Lord Jesus. He's the one that caused it to happen. And our good God said, oh yeah, they're my children. Of course they're equal to me. I gave birth to them.
Yep.
What?
Then it takes validity out of the body of Christ, you might say.
Wow.
Christians do seem to accept the fact that they are God's children, you know?
Yeah, but not equal.
Adopted.
No, we're not equal.
Adopted.
We're not equal with God.
Do you know that's like the original sin, Luca?
Yeah.
Is to think you can be equal with God.
No, yeah, of course. that would be a sin.
Yeah, it's the original sin.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it would be the original.
Well, here's some more. What is this cup there, dude?
Thank you.
Come on.
Is this the same clip or is this another one?
What I was hearing the Lord say
That's another one, I think.
This is my son, with whom I'm
This is my son, you're well pleased. Yes. Wow. She just called Trump, this is the son of which I'm well pleased.
Yeah.
What
It's kind of like prophecy, isn't it?
Which
now, hold on.
Which when the skies opened, God's voice said that about Jesus when he was being baptized.
Now, I never in the first clip. Donald Trump didn't even speak. He just clapped along with the rest of the people.
Yeah.
And in that second,
Yes.
so he
She's
didn't
playing-
actually
she-
agree with the
Dude,
comparison.
he has a personal relationship with him.
Yeah.
He's literally
Yeah.
friends with him.
She's claiming for him to be Jesus, and he isn't correct in that.
Mm-hmm.
As a Christian, you know, no, I am not equal to Jesus. I am not the
He
son
accepted
who
it,
I'm well
and so
pleased.
that's why.
He didn't say it though.
Oh, really?
Oh, Luke, come on.
I'm going to give you guys something right quick. Hold on. Isn't he like really tight with the Saudi Arabians in the Muslim world? Yeah. So he's playing both sides with Israel and with they're in cahoots, is what I'm saying. That's the worst thing I think about him.
Man. One man, one spirit. Okay, I was trying to explain to him. It says Eve sinned, not Adam's. No, they weren't the original sin. The original sin was from Lucifer when he thought he could be evil with God. That's when sin started. Sin didn't start from Adam and Eve. They just took a hold of it when they decided to disobey God. Sin was there. The original sin was Satan thinking he can be equal with God.
I mean, just think, who was the serpent?
Mm-hmm.
Like, during that video, I was expecting Donald Trump to say, like, yes, I am the son of Jesus. I am Jesus, or something like that. But
I mean, it doesn't have to directly say if he's condoning it. If he's condoning it, it doesn't. Isn't that some form of, I guess, acknowledging it and just not, because any real Christian, any true Christian would say, hey, thank you for that, but truthfully, I'm nothing like Jesus. Maybe refrain from doing it because he's done it multiple times. He did it in that week, so he could have even in private. He could have said it. So there's no need to.
What's up, Soph? Good to see you, man.
What's going on,
Hey,
guys?
Dave. You did a good show. I like that one. You and Brian.
Which one?
The one you did on the Burn the
on
Corporate
Ryan
Fiction.
last night on Ryan's show. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Listen, this thing is so fake. This thing is so fake.
What?
Oh yeah,
you think the assassination is fake?
Yes.
He wasn't a target, dude.
The attempted assassination. You think it was a setup?
Devil's in the details, babe. Devil's in the details. So one of the bystanders supposedly gets shot in the head, right? He's dead. We even have an interview with the guy who happened to be an emergency physician that was there at the rally and tried to administer CPR. He had blood all on his shirt and everything. But look at how they grabbed this guy immediately. They hadn't even secured the scene, and they grabbed this guy's body and just start flinging it around and carrying it out of there. Hold on a second, guys. This is an active crime scene. What are you doing? And you look at the way they're carrying it, it's not even like it's real.
And there's still a sniper loose, right? And anybody could have got shot. Yeah.
Here's the thing, too. Just because you got one guy doesn't mean there isn't shooter teams. This is come on.
You think that body was a dummy?
Why not?
Why would you be removing a body away from the crime scene immediately before any kind of investigation? They haven't even cleared out the bleachers.
Why would they investigate?
9/11.
They know exactly what happened already.
That's what's so messed up. They know exactly what happened already. Come on, bro.
Just like recycle that steel now, guys, before they get to look at it. Send it to China.
I mean, be careful. Right off the bat, they were saying, here's the shooter, and it was some fat guy. And you're seeing clearly this image of a body on the roof that's not a fat guy.
Yeah. So about the shooter, there actually is videos of his, there's a photo of his face shot off, right? His name is apparently 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. Long hair, he wore glasses, whatever, but using an AR-15. So, I mean, that's all for the shooter and his voting registry. He voted as a Republican, and that's and then as the rest of his where he lived and such.
They'll find a
so skeptical
manifesto.
when it comes to flat earth and that, but when it comes to stuff that's portrayed in the news and all that, you're just so accepting of the narrative that you get straight off.
Yeah, they'll
Remember
find
that Just So story thing?
Watch, they'll find a manifesto somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot. And what's the guy that got shot in the head's name? Here we are, almost full 24 hours since the incident. And anybody know the name of the guy that supposedly got shot?
The other guy, no idea.
No.
And there was a woman supposedly hit in the arm. We don't know anything about her. And there was this woman that's really crazy. When the shooting starts, you watch her. She's wearing these sunglasses. And she doesn't even get down. She just takes out her phone and starts filming. She doesn't even take cover or anything.
Yeah,
like,
that's a knee-jerk reaction. You would duck down. Huh?
I just want to ask something, guys. Look at his ear. Does it look like? You could say that little, maybe a gouge.
It looks glazed.
Mike Tyson did that.
Yeah, sure.
Which is what happened, right? It got glazed by the bullet. That's exactly what you'd expect to
Because
see.
a lot of people say no, they just poured blood on it. But one thing
Jesus.
people also said, which is very ironic, is oh, look at the snake. Like the NASA symbolism.
You remember when Vince McMahon, Donald Trump's good friend, was bleeding profusely from the face and head because he got pummeled by somebody and they had to put him in the hospital? You remember that? It was all fake.
Yeah.
Right? But a lot of people believed it. Dudes, look at the devil's in the details. Now, it's altogether possible that this happened, but you mean to tell me people saw this guy crawling on the roof, they're pointing him out, telling people, the police supposedly, that this is going on, yet there's nobody got any cell phone footage of that. Nobody's got any cell phone recordings of that going on.
Of what?
Didn't Trump also in WWF
busy
clothesline Vince McMahon and start
he did.
And so he knows a bit of acting,
Like they were busy recording Trump, the speech. Why would there be a recording of that
Dude,
guy?
they were noticing. Did you not see the guy with the visor with the Trump hair that was telling the reporter from the BBC that he and others were pointing at the guy that was doing a low crawl on the roof, obviously with a rifle, and they were trying to tell the police that there was up there, and they were just running around confused. This is before the shooting took place. Okay?
Yeah.
Minutes before it supposedly took place. And he didn't, what? And how is that rooftop not covered? Here's a place
That's
with
the Secret Service job.
Has a convenient ladder set up just to go up there and everything else like that. It's a rooftop 150 yards or less from the perfect shooter position, and nobody's covering that?
Okay.
Nobody's looking at that? Come on.
But let's try, guys, just try and look at the path of the guns and stuff behind him, okay?
Well, let's face it.
Then try and see if
No
the person they're claiming got shot and died, if you can actually see them behind him.
Okay.
This is called investigation.
Out in the air, so it went to the right of him.
Right. Now, the guy that got shot in the head was to the left, up in the left corner as you're looking of the bleachers.
Doesn't make sense. You see, look, there's no one showing being fallen on the ground. Everybody's in shock. What's still going on?
And look, you see that guy right there with the hat?
He's confused.
Yeah, that guy is always at these Trump rallies. People are trying to say that's JFK Jr. and shit.
Is it? Huh.
Anyway.
Why wouldn't he be?
What I found really funny was that Trump automatically, as soon as he got up, he poked his head out like, I'm all right. Now, if there's a shooter or more shooters, would you poke your head back up again personally? No.
No, but they did tell him it's clear now. And then he said, just wait, I want to try to say something. That's when he starts it, F it, or whatever I think he said. But the reaction that got me was, if you look at the crowd behind him, look how they're smiling and like, oh, this is amazing kind of thing. You know what I mean?
They're watching a NASA rocket launch.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. You'll see now as soon as they show behind when he picks up.
Well, obviously, him living would bring a smile to anyone's face.
Yeah, but
but
way
if somebody's
they
shooting,
it's like, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta look at this. Look at this. Yeah, but look at this. Look at this. Look at the.
If I got shot at, I wouldn't be popping my head back up. I wouldn't. I'd be dying. I'd be sticking to the floor.
Well, they are covered.
and if I was in the back of the crowd, I'd be running, dude. I'd be running off the bleachers, getting out of there.
He does have his bodyguards.
Do you think a human stops a bullet? It can go through two humans. I would rather be on the floor with my bodyguard on top of me.
But look at that! Look at that! Woo! Yeah.
It seems like something that should be on a movie. Like yo, so you didn't get me. Yeah, power.
Yeah, it's like, but look what's going on.
And you also,
guys,
you also know this happened at
an assassination attempt.
Yeah, but guys, listen to what I'm saying. Can I just quickly make my point? The point is, look where all the crowd is looking, and they all start cheering at the same time, as if someone's telling them to cheer.
Yeah.
Look at this. Okay.
Yeah.
They
just
cheer
look.
because
Going to look. Look, this is Trump. Where are the people looking? Look at their eyes. They're looking past him.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, and then they all start cheering at exactly the same time, looking past him. Look here.
And smiles as well. Smiles and.
Where they're looking.
It's rubbish. You're fired as well. You're fired straight over his head. You're fired.
Dude, you don't stand him right back up where he was shot at.
Of course.
Or somebody tried to shoot him at. You already have in your head that if you're a trained agent of the possibility of shooter teams.
I've ever seen.
I'm sorry, Luca, was what I was saying getting in the way of your interruption?
Sorry. You're right.
So,
I'm sorry. That was weird.
The Secret Service probably set the whole thing up. Yeah, sorry, guys.
So there's this woman. Watch it, man. This is crazy. Let me pull this up for you.
But I mean, I know out of experience, when people start shooting, people run. They don't just. What's happening? They run. You know what I mean? No one ran.
Take it down.
They just put down. Ooh, half of them sitting there. Let me put my cell phone out and just see what's going on.
Yeah. This is what I'm showing right here. This woman. Now they've since made it so their little chyron covers this up. But watch this woman. She doesn't react.
I really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Straight away.
Wow.
Straight away. Not even. It's like she had it ready in her hand.
Oh God.
And I mean, if someone got
really
shot
see
and
something-
killed right next to, for instance, there, okay, don't you think that the people are going to be like, oh, there's someone next to me, and they're panicking? But everybody looks so calm. It's like, oh, the guy shot dead next to me. Oh well.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. This is nuts. This is nuts. I'm trying to find where they're showing where the guy that got shot in the head, they're grabbing his body up and taking it out.
Hey, go see. Good to see you, Teddy, man.
Everything said he is a leech.
What?
Wow.
That's
anyway,
my opinion.
the vote has changed again, guys.
Wow.
The vote has
Everything said
changed
he was a
again.
reach.
Donald Trump is an antichrist as described in Revelations 13. Yes, 9%. No, 54%. Could be 20%. And not sure, 17%. Ooh. So it has changed a bit. And I do have a video as well from RV. That's actually quite interesting.
Nice.
This is the guy that got shot in the head. This is the guy that got shot in the head. This is just moments after this thing happened. And here's the state police in these little Smokey the Bear hats. Yeah. And I mean, this is the guy, supposedly there's a doctor went up to him and there was brain matter and they tried to resuscitate him, but he was dead. Now, active crime scene. Here they go, removing a body immediately. Just holding on to him like a ragdoll.
Yeah, actually.
Why wouldn't they remove?
I don't know how graphic we can get, but I got some. Not. It's not like anything actually showing, but like just
gonna get taken down. Just kidding.
No, because they put a cloth over his head, but they did actually they did pick him up like a rag. So first, hold on. Here is where apparently the shooting. This is apparently.
Yeah, that is such a sweet shot right there that it's not even funny.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, Oswald would have creamed for that shot.
I could make that shot, Dave. I could have made that shot. You could have made that shot.
If you look at that,
Alec Baldwin wouldn't have missed.
But not just that alone.
Yeah.
If you look where the reconnaissance team was sitting, the sniper, okay, where he shot him, you would see someone climb on that roof. I mean, that's something they're supposed to be looking at anyway.
I'm going to show you something. This is crazy.
Not really. Someone climbing on the roof.
There's a photograph showing this thing actually has a ladder going up to the roof where the guy was at, man.
Why wouldn't they move the body? Because it's a crime scene, Luca. That's why they wouldn't move the body.
Oh, and here's something interesting. Here's something interesting.
They wouldn't know exactly what happened, though. So
here's something interesting.
They wouldn't move the body. Not that. Not
they
straight
would.
away.
Yeah, I know.
What is this?
How is he so far away from his gun?
Why does his gun end up all the way over here?
Right.
And then hold on. And then the last thing, I got the video. They really did this guy dirty.
This stream is lucky to be on still.
No. There's nothing shown. Don't worry.
It's a.
Hold on. So.
Look at the way they're carrying him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
And then the only other
respect.
person,
What's going on?
there's only one other person that was injured, and it's this old one. Yeah.
But I mean, don't they show respect and actually cover them in a blanket and put them on a stretcher and then take them out?
No, they literally picked him up by his.
They just picked him out like a rag doll and drag.
They told everyone to get down so they could actually find the guy that was shot and wasn't moving, because there were so many people, and then they just pick him up by his jeans.
Yeah.
I mean, if I got shot on the leg, as an example, I'd want to just get to the hospital.
The guy's
I'd get picked up like a rag doll.
The guy's dead.
Luca, they knew he was dead. They knew he was dead. There's testimony by this guy right here. Hold on a second. This guy was on scene. Apparently, you've not been keeping up, brother. So,
Sandra, the shooter was apparently killed.
No, he was apparently killed.
I mean, anyone that tries to assassinate a president is gonna get killed, no matter what.
Luca.
Yeah. TMZ.
Yeah, well,
the thing is,
here's the thing: you can't get intel from a dead guy, okay? And you know,
okay, then tell us.
Is not acting alone.
Yeah, then tell us about the JFK assassination.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I think that was a lone gunman thing. Some screwball just decided. Come on, Luke. Listen to this guy in the red hat. Luca, the guy in the red hat in this video was on scene. Listen to what he says.
Honor, that's exactly where I heard him come from.
What did you see, sir?
I heard the shots. I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody over there was screaming, he's been shot. So I made my way over. I said, I'm an emergency department physician. Let me help you. The guy had spun around, was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here. There was lots of blood, and he had brain matter. there. And so I got him. There's a helicopter coming in to get him. I got people there really helpful. I got
Was
him
there only
up
one
on a
person
bench.
shot that you saw?
Then I did CPR, did chest compressions as well as I breathed for him.
One person.
I was the only one that did it.
We need to evacuate everybody. Honor, that's exactly where I heard him come from.
So he tried to administer chest compressions. He mentioned that there was a head wound, brain matter, pretty much in an exasperated way as he's dead.
That doesn't make sense.
So they don't
Yeah,
remove.
he definitely died on the spot, yes.
Yeah, so they don't remove bodies from an active crime scene seconds after shots rang out.
Nope.
Okay, it
They just remove. All they do is
so.
they remove the people and they mark out the scene and then they mark it and take photos, do forensics. That's how it's supposed to be.
That if there's any investigating to be done.
There is.
No, dude, it doesn't matter. That's how you're supposed to follow protocol. Where's the protocol there?
No discernment
It's
whatsoever.
not an investigation, though. So
No discernment whatsoever.
Investigation doesn't apply.
Listen, Luca, you don't have any plans to have children or anything in the future, do you?
I hope not.
I mean,
really, I'm serious.
no.
I'm not trying to be mean, but no, dude, for real. Nobody can be that fucking
babies
stupid.
are annoying.
Nobody can be that dumb, man. Nobody can be that
But let's put it this way. If you are a trained doctor, whatever, and you see a guy's brains hanging out, are you going to go and try and give him CPR?
He's pumping the blood out.
No, you feel his pulse. His pulse is gone.
Yeah,
he's dead.
Yeah, you're pumping the blood out quicker.
CPR is not going to change him to live because his brain's blown out.
No.
Another thing is this happened at 3:11 p.m. And 3 times 11 is, what is 3 times 11?
Oh, I wonder.
33.
You're making that time.
I thought it was
perfect segment.
I thought it was 11 because 11 is usually the emotional energy. I guess they would say it, right?
That's the perfect segment to go to RV video, actually, guys.
Why is that a fear Jesus thing?
Hey, gentlemen, I'm going to go to work.
You mean the Masonic thing?
Roger, thanks for coming, man.
I'll be listening.
Trying to connect the time it took place to your theory.
No.
So Luca, check this out. Luca, you think that there would be no investigation, yet wouldn't it be important to investigate why such a sweet shooter position with a ladder leading up to it was not being covered by Secret Service or police? Don't you think that should maybe be investigated? Wouldn't it be important to know that the bullets came actually from the direction of that shooter and not someone else? We know that how these things work. How do we know that there wasn't more than one shooter?
Someone said it happened at 6:15.
Yeah, live music says it happened at 6:13.
Well, at first, you wouldn't know that there would be more than one shooter. That's true. That they wouldn't know if there would be more than one shooter.
It depends, because it was kind of consistent from just having, if you listen to the audio, you just hear ba ba ba, but it does sound like it comes from one side.
Yeah, that's true. So you could probably conclude that there would be only one shooter.
Yeah. Anyway, here's another video from RV. Shout out to RV. I think this is actually quite cool. Let's watch it.
After new information has come out as far as what supposedly went down with Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. Here is his supposed perpetrator. Take a look at his name here in numerology. Thomas Matthew Crooks. Interesting surname with Crooks, and it's the duality 77 number. They love the duality numbers. What it comes down to is this individual here, Thomas Matthew Crooks.
Quit laughing.
He has a background in acting. What a surprise.
No, but quit laughing.
This is a commercial.
I mean, how can I not, though?
Okay, if you find it so silly, go away.
Well, fair enough. Okay.
No,
okay, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't let the door, don't let the door hit you in the ass.
I'll wait until Flatzoid comes back.
Yeah, it'll be more dramatical that way.
Well, he is the host. So.
This whole thing is just it's a big stink bomb all the way through. The more I look at it, the more anomalies you see, more questions are raised, and it's like still one I've got. Do we have names for these other victims at all? The guy that got his brains blowed out and the woman who was injured in the arm, do we have any names of them? Have we heard anything from them or their families or anything else?
Even this big thread that I got these clips from, they just say that they're supporters. They don't actually give the names. They're just called supporters.
Yeah.
So like the red shirt guy that gets killed on Star Trek. What?
Why would there be names given for the people
because they were fucking people, Luca, and they got killed.
They lived. There'd be no need.
One guy got his brain splattered.
Oh, wow, you such
like man, how like
lived.
No, one did not.
Yes, and his name was given.
No, it was not. No, it isn't.
What's his name? What's his name, Luca?
I thought they gave the name. Hold on.
Nope, he's called a supporter.
Well, you know what Thought did? He thought he farted, but he shit himself.
Jesus, dude. See, that's why I don't let you on my show. That's why I don't let you be around in my stuff, because you're just irritating.
Okay, Flatzoid's here. Hey, Flatzoid.
Yeah.
Somebody started?
I'm going to go now. See ya.
Just thanks for coming, man.
Also, a guy in chat just said they're identified an hour ago. I'm looking at this. I can't see anything. All I'm seeing is Matthew Crooks. Like the name of the people. Yeah, no. I mean, the name got released of the shooter that got shot in the head, but not the guy.
Sorry, guys, that was my phone.
No, I'm gonna go anyway. See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye now.
On ABC News, they released the names.
Okay, let me see.
What is that? ABCnews.com?
I think so.
Let's see. It says the gun, Thomas Matthew Crooks. Who else does it say? 20-year-old Pennsylvania man suspected. Pittsburgh special agent. No, it's just some other guy. Let's see who. No. Yeah, no, I don't.
There's one that says man killed at Trump rally, died a hero.
Corey Comparator. That's what he said.
Yeah, look at read all about the
Corey
Comparatori, 50 years old. Firefighter. Says he was a firefighter and a father of 2 daughters. He was from Sarver, Pennsylvania.
All right. Well, I'm looking at the. You might have given me the wrong one, guy, because Miracle, because ABC News. I don't know which article. Maybe you can send the article link or something.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get back onto the RV's video, because it is
I don't think giving names anyway proves anything. You know, it's names. I don't know why that's so laughable to Luca. I mean,
from last year from BlackRock, and you're going to see right here. This is Thomas Matthew Crooks seated. I'm going to play the video a little bit more. You're going to see him again as this commercial plays. And just take a look here. You see him momentarily. So this individual has an acting background, nice orange shirt. Take a look here. There he is. This is the same individual.
Definitely looks like that.
Yeah.
This is how you start making your way up. The small bit pieces, small bit rolls And also take a look at the background. What do you see? This individual with glasses and the beanie. He has a 66 T-shirt.
Yeah, that's the thing about RV. He's very into the symbolism.
Oh, without that, he knows.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 66 is gonna be 33, and a Mason's black chicken with plaid shirts.
Yeah, he knows
But
everything.
I want to go more to this.
This info has always been rolled out with these type of
I
events.
don't know. This doesn't look like the shooter they showed on the roof, though.
No, it is. I can show another photo of him.
Is it?
Yeah, because I can't show the photo of his.
I can't show that one either.
But,
I've got one of him actually blowed away on the roof, but
Yeah, it certainly looks like him. He's got his jawline, his mouth, and that. He just looks a little chunkier in that pic than this one.
Yeah, hold on.
Roger Little, thank you for your $2 super chat, man. It says perfect timing for the campaign. Just saying. You rock. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, right immediately people said, "Oh, he just won the election." Right there.
Hi.
Hold on. I'm sharing one right now. It's just it's him.
Okay, there we go.
You can see he's got like that weird like under projected.
jawline. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, yeah, and the
Just
glasses.
Yeah, he's got them straight lips that kind of don't go either.
Whoa, wait.
What?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think that's him.
I don't know. The jawline doesn't look the same to me, man.
He could just be
you
like.
zoom that in.
All right.
You got to maybe you're looking from a side profile.
It is looking from a side profile, but it's like the hair. Generally.
Got that same 5 head too.
Yeah.
I think it's him. To me, it looks like him.
Let's look again.
Yeah,
Could be. It could be just a bit older and thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a younger pickup out. That's yeah.
Yeah, it could be
This
the
is
same guy.
this is a school pick. Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, the guy in Miracle, they did release all 3 names. So I'll say I'm wrong on that one.
But what's interesting is look at this next guy though. How would you do this though?
With this guy here claiming to be the individual, but he's trolled millions of people on Twitter, Facebook, and other social media outlets. Take a listen to what he says here. And this guy, again, is just trolling. This is not him. Looks like him, but it's not him.
My name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. I hate Republicans. I hate Trump. And guess what? You got the wrong guy.
What the hell?
The thing is,
wow.
I don't know. I did show this, and I don't know if this matters, but I said this before the show started that Thomas Matthew Crooks, his voting registry, voted for Republican. So I don't know why he would vote for the party he supposedly hates, unless if he wanted Trump out and wanted, I don't know, Pence in or something. Not sure.
So hey, Mr. Super Saiyan, man, good to see you, bro.
One other thing I would like to add is, does he have any military training? Because I have an AR-15 and I can't shoot 50 meters, 150 feet that accurately, and I would not attempt that unless I have some training involved.
And he's only 20 years old.
Yeah, he's 20 years old. The shot was 137 meters to Trump, and
150 feet. I mean, 150 yards. That's a quite a distance.
From the video, it looks like it was either a modified, not like but it has a scope on it. It has a scope.
But don't you think he would use a better rifle? If you that's not an AR. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure if anyone if Sovereign knows, but if the shots sound like AR shots or not. But if you can't distinguish,
it did sound suppressed though. It did sound like
it sounded suppressed, but still, it didn't. None of it sounded like real gunshots to me. I hear ARs firing off around here all the time. People sighting shit in, and I don't know. Maybe it's a result of the audio equipment that they were using.
I think the whole reason the AR is used because. But don't you think it's maybe the reason the AR is used though is because they're trying to get it gone because so many Americans have ARs and they've been pushing to try and make it illegal for civilians for how long now? since the Sandy Hook incident.
Oh no,
You know
it's
what I
been
mean?
the biggest one. Buffalo shooting was the
Before
one in
that.
2021,
Everywhere.
I think. Yeah, no. The AR is
You understand? So it's very. I think it's symbolic for them trying to use ARs the whole time to try and say, "Oh, we can't let civilians have these anymore. It's dangerous."
But if I was going to do that shot from that vantage point, I would have used, I don't know, 243 at least. Maybe an AR-10 would work good. An AR-10 is going to be chambered in 7.62. That's a standard NATO 7.62 round 308. That would definitely be, and especially if you wanted to get off a lot of shots, magazine fed, bolt action is going to slow you
But you're
down a little bit.
you're telling me he can't just get himself a Remington with a good scope and just
Right. I
pop
mean,
it from there.
right.
Come on.
I mean, come on, you didn't even you've not practiced and checked out the capabilities of the rifle you've got before you go out on something like this.
And it looks like this guy was wearing a camo pants with a gray t-shirt. It doesn't even look like he brought any other ammo. It was like one magazine and that was it.
Miracle says he didn't account for Coriolis effect.
Exactly. That's why he missed.
Oh, geez.
That's what I had to do a thing about. Was Coriolis a factor in saving Trump's life? Watch Neil deGrasse Tyson's going to put one out there. If it wouldn't have been for the spin of the earth.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh,
but it's good to see you guys. Please hit the likes, share the show, guys. Really appreciate it. Well, what's the votes say so far? The votes have changed again. Donald Trump is the Antichrist and described in Revelation 17. Yes, 8%. No, 55%. Could be 21%. Not sure, 16%. I think I'm sticking with no.
Oh.
I think this whole thing was just a political move.
I think
that
so.
was practically all it was. But
yeah,
the fact people are saying that he is the Antichrist because of that, should go read the Bible.
Yeah, look, this whole thing was set up to be that. Look, he's already had people coming out there talking about him being like, I am pleased in my son and all that. You showed that earlier. And, we've got the rabbis and shit over in Israel, giving him the Moshiach crown. He's been placed on this commemorative coin they've got over there. He moved our embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. That was a hot button topic. A lot of people just let that slide by the radar. Listen, this guy, this is all set up, man. Every single bit of it. And I'll go all the way back to saying that the last election was a Trump setup to put Biden in there, because isn't it funny how what Trump prophesized everything would be like if Biden got into office has come exactly as he predicted. So he can come in like a knight in shining armor. He's already going to have come on. This is.
Yeah, but why do you think he's taking all this court cases against him as if it's nothing? You know what I mean? That's what I think is. It's all just set up. They know. I mean, don't you think it's all that's following?
It's just a big theater, to be honest with you.
It is.
I think they're trying to set up a false messiah or false savior for Christians, so they could follow him. But if you're really looking back into his background, like what you said about the crown and all that stuff, but also Operation Warp Speed, Space Force, and once you wake up and you see they're all playing for the same team, then you kind of understand that everything that's going on is just a big theater, is a big show for people to get their emotions into it.
Okay, yeah. I got a few things about this man, this guy Thomas Crook, and as to why he kind of might look a little different. Hold on.
He went vegan. That's why.
He went the Eric Dubé route. Yeah, brutal.
I just want to say, don't you think it's odd also because of these Illuminati cards that's coming out? Don't you think they can also play kind of like, let's just take this as the.
So that's one. Oh, sorry, that's one, and then this is another one of him. I'm just sharing a bunch. So you're gonna have to. Come on. This would be him later on. Sharing another. Yeah.
Let's see.
Not sure what age this would be. If he's 20 years old now, and I have a graduation. There's a graduation video of him.
Got there like 17.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
his jawline still doesn't really look like that other one from the side that you showed. That's what I'm saying. It looks
And
weird.
that's why I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show his graduation video. Hold on.
I mean, if you look at the bottom of his nose as well, he's got that flat nose at the bottom. That's on. You can see that in the other photos as well.
Can you zoom that in?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, look at that. I don't know. That doesn't look like that guy that they showed.
Yeah, I know. Weird, but apparently that's supposedly Thomas Matthew. Oh wait. Oh, is that? Oh no, this is him. Sorry.
There we go. What is that? There's something that looks right there. There we go.
Yeah, that looks like him.
That looks more.
And he's got that flat nose at the bottom, but he's not.
He's got that Voldemort look to him.
Aye.
The name that he shall not say.
You can see from the side he has
It's like little brick. This is a local shot for the local people.
So what does the BP mean on there?
Oh yeah, the BP.
The BP on the stands?
Oh yeah.
I think that's his school's.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know,
school's
sign symbol or something.
Oh yeah.
Coming on prep.
I
don't know.
Crazy.
Oh, and then this is I got some post that his mom him of course on the roof, because if anyone's seen this, see the TMZ one, this would be him on the roof with his gun. You can see, and what his mom
didn't have a scope. Wait. It did not even have a scope there.
Yeah, no, I don't think it did. Let me see.
So he wants to take that shot without a scope. Okay. Now I wonder why I missed.
I thought it did, but I guess it just had it doesn't. It's not even one of those. It's an AR-15, so it would just have a iron sight. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, really.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Think about it. If you really want to do something like that, like I said, you can get a Remington with a great scope for half the price that he paid for that AR. Okay? It'll do the job much better than what he was doing with the little iron scope. Come on.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this crazy bullshit right here. Said the flag got tangled today at the Trump rally before Trump came on. And it looks like an angel. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Also looks like an eagle.
Guys, put your hands in your heart.
Look at that music. Fight, y'all. Oh my god.
That's an evil symbol, man. That's an evil symbol right there. It's the eagle.
All right, so this is what his mom had to say about this. This is what his mom's been saying.
But my question is, these photos you're showing of him, that was before he took the shot, okay?
Yes.
They see he's pointing a gun at the president.
I know. And it's so good.
So this was taken
Doesn't
from.
something click in?
This is from his Instagram. This would be from his Instagram, and his mom posted, "Hello, everybody. This is Thomas's mom. I know my son is done, and I know what my son has done, and I had no idea what built up all this anger. All of you people celebrating my son's deaths are disgusting animals. Stop protecting a rich man who doesn't care about any of y'all. Thomas was a great boy and did very well in school, but he had mental issues and was dealing with a lot of built-up anger from bullies. R.I.P. his mom."
Okay, I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
It is bad, but I do feel sorry for his parents, But at the end of the day, yeah.
The only other one, there are others, but I'm not going to share them. But I'll just read them. For all of you saying I'm a terrible mother, you people are the reason why things like this happen. Y'all racist homophobes, go ahead and raise kids that go and bully innocent, sweet kids and make them go insane. My son wasn't born a monster. He became one from people like y'all who don't take mental health seriously. Then she goes on, and then she put up a post about Donald Trump. If I were to run as a Republican, there are the dumbest group of voters in the country. Just sharing.
Oh, but it's not her fault. Okay. She kind of sounds like she got him to be that way, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So here's something. Why didn't the Secret Service? I mean, nobody's covering this. Look at, here's a close up of that building with a convenient ladder going up right to where the guy was shooting at. Oh,
wow.
But also look at this, okay? That roof is what it's like. Everything you can see on that roof, plain, quick, easy.
Right.
You would see a guy climb up the ladder, climb on there, and start pointing a gun.
Yep.
I mean, look, there's a police car right in front of the ladder there as well. Okay, did you
I
think it came
this was
later?
afterwards.
But that doesn't make sense, though, because that place is supposed to be cordoned off before the event.
Mm-hmm.
So it
there's
should be
another
closed off,
thing.
and it should be police in that area. Because
I'm
they look
seeing
at
another-
vantage points. Because how they're supposed to do it, they're supposed to look at vantage points before an event starts. And that would be the only vantage point there, so that's where they're going to stop. It's like, what?
There's something on here about the Secret Service having a shot lined up.
Yeah, there was
already
also
on
where
the
they
guy.
showed that sniper that did take the guy out, where he's just standing there watching him until they took a shot, and then he tried to take him out.
Yeah, this is
That's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol.
See, he's already
Take a
looking.
look at that.
Nice.
So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
See there. That's that. I mean, you don't wait. They were looking at him, and like I said, he took a photo of him lying there pointing a gun. It's like, hello, someone's pointing a gun at the president. Don't you think you should just take him out?
I wonder if Trump knew it was coming and he just didn't know when. You know what I mean?
No, but I think that's what they say. I think it's planned. Definitely, just because that's going to help him now win the election, because it's like, we're not trying to kill him. Roger Diddle, thank you for your $2 super chat, man. Really appreciate it. He says that in itself is mental. Mm-hmm.
Of course, bro. Of course.
Definitely. Thank you. You rock, Roger. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Maybe the entire time Biden's been in office, they've just been intentionally like, hey, man, do as bad as you can do, like look as worse as you can, and then Trump's gonna come in and win.
Well, guys, they're just pointing the way for Mr. Beast to come in and be president. So.
Nice. He might give up when he becomes president. He might give out a few PS4s.
Yeah, don't you guys know? He said he's gonna run for elections in, I think 2048.
Yeah. We'll be giving that test.
If that's even gonna come, are you kidding me?
Oh man. Imagine that, Jimmy, our new president. No, I don't think that will happen.
You know who doesn't move at all? You want to know who doesn't move at all? That one guy that everybody keeps trying to say is JFK Jr. with the hat, real conspicuous looking guy. That dude doesn't even move. He just sits there.
He doesn't even flinch.
Wait, the guy in the top hat and the guy in the neon,
the one that's always at his rallies.
Yeah, he always looks like he needs a shave, and he's got that hat.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. This whole thing is so just suspicious as all hell.
Yeah, Barry Ross. We already spoke about the guy being an actor in that commercial, BlackRock commercial.
I'm still trying to think how did his AR manage to like get away like 5, like I don't know how far away, but it was pretty substantial.
It was far.
Yeah. Do you like throw it when he got shot?
Yeah, I know. Why is it so far away from him?
But also to the left, he was shot on oncoming. Okay.
Yeah.
And the arrow went that way.
Unless if that was after when they like got his body and they just took it off of him, and then this for some reason the helicopter took a picture. I'm not sure whatever took that picture, but it was from above. Yeah.
Just remember, Donald Trump was in the WWF.
Yeah.
No, I said that he clotheslined McMahon, didn't he?
I just want to see his ear. Like, go on everybody's social media and go live and show everybody your ear. And make some fucked up joke about Mike Tyson.
Yeah, so funny you guys just said that. So funny you guys just said that about Vince McMahon, because here's a tweet from a guy that says Vince McMahon was more convincing with this picture.
Absolutely.
This is great. Who can forget this moment in WWF history right here, man?
Donald Trump clotheslines him, then starts pummeling him on the floor.
Yeah. It was so fake too, man. People buy into it though, man.
This happened yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, my question is how do they already have all of his friends and all, they have all this information already. It literally hasn't been 24 hours.
I know.
But there's merchandise out there, there's all.
I saw a guy got a tattoo of Trump with when he got shot, when he was saying fight. Like a guy got a tattoo of that. Hold on.
Yeah, imagine your thought process. Your president almost gets shot, and then you're like, I gotta go get a tattoo of this. Like, oh yeah. What the fuck? Like, what the hell?
Like, this is like the Iwo Jima photograph right here. This is the iconic photograph right here. This will go down as history as the photograph that won Trump's election, is the one with him with his fists in the air and the Secret Service around him and the upside down United States flag in the background.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That one there. That's the one. And these women, Secret Service, when you see them when they're getting him into the car, they're a freaking joke, because they got this woman that's heading up the Secret Service. She's a diversity hire. Okay. They got her in there. She was formerly from PepsiCo, their worldwide security. And she's hired more women than any other Secret Service head ever. And they're a joke. They're a freaking joke. They don't even look like they know what they're doing.
But isn't this woman smiling though? Can you zoom into her face? It looks almost like she's smiling.
I know. And she's
hugging Donald Trump.
I know.
Yeah,
around the waist. This is going to be covering him.
Well, this picture is ridiculous. I mean, just look at it. Think about this situation. The cameraman, you just got the president of the coming here. The president got shot. And he's like, okay, let's take this nice picture. He's posing there with his fist up, with the American flag on the background. Just, oh my God, it's so cheesy.
It's terrible, isn't it?
That'll be on a stamp. You just paid him.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of the War Memorial, from the Second World War, where you got soldiers and the American flag.
Your merchandise now.
Sorry, what's it called, Ryan?
You better patent your merchandise now.
It's a monument of the unknown soldier or something like that. They had to put the Melinda affected flag in there.
Why? Why would you do that?
Yep. And that's the morning right after.
Why would you
might have done it overnight, because it looked fresh. It looked very fresh in that picture.
Clenched fist of the Canaanites. That's right.
That's gonna be the new. Oh, geez, that's the new like Washington point. He's really gonna become the God Emperor Trump. Oh my geez. Oh.
You know, I really hope he does have the Ark of the Covenant in his house. I mean, really, who better to have it than him?
I just said the same thing, Barry. That way, wherever he goes up.
Dude, they are really trying to play this up, and they're really pushing this Barron Trump to the foreground. They really are. Got some they said he's the future of the Republican Party, and now this is got this picture of him standing there with his arms crossed, saying, "Imagine having a front row seat to your dad getting shot in the head. Barron will never forget what they did to his father." You know, this is just the same kind of damn WWF hype, you know? God.
You know, has this been seen in The Simpsons? I'm thinking it probably will have been.
And all the people behind him standing there, dude, they look so like, cool about it. Couple were looking at their phone and wondering what to do. Like they were looking for direction from people. It was like, Joe, you realize that if this just happened, you should be a little more, hey, let's get out of here. Or if you really like Donald Trump that much, you jump on the pile of the Secret Service and protect that motherfucker too. You know, I didn't see any civilian jump on him.
And they're going to lift him right straight up where he was just shot at, right?
Of course. With his
so
arm
if there is a shooter team, nobody has to recalibrate their position or anything, right? Good.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys were like looking around, the people saying, "Oh, if Trump wins, we're gonna have to just commit suicide because he's against us being queer." Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what they would say.
Wow. I wonder what's really. I swear, it's gonna do nothing because I swear, didn't that one guy, he set himself on fire for Israel Palestine, and like that's done nothing. That guy got talked.
He just burned alive to death for nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at that brave guy burning himself alive while everybody's standing there watching him burn out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so that to try to get them from burning alive hundreds of other innocent people daily. Okay. Like they're going to give a shit about you. They're doing that to hundreds of people a day, all the time, burning people and killing them. So your death doesn't mean anything to them.
Yeah. Hey, Teddy, what's up, man?
Hi, can you hear
And
me?
especially if you're yelling about something that nobody knows about.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you something because I'm from Holland. Years ago, there was a happening with a royal family in a big bus. And one guy hit that bus almost with a little car. And he bumped into the needle, or as it's also called, the phallus. And it was all with numbers and crazy things. And that guy seemed to be drugged. And even when he hit the needle, he was dead, they said. But it was just a crash from nothing. So it was very, very strange. And I think that MK Ultra did it because they can let you do something that you do not want to do yourself.
Actually, funny thing is, the shooter on the Wikipedia, for some reason, it mentions that he used Discord frequently, for some reason.
Wow.
But yeah,
Fortnite.
It could be one of those like Adam Lanza, like because I think Adam Lanza was groomed into doing the whole SH thing. But yeah. Could be the
So
same
guys,
thing.
we're going to hear this from the anti-flat earthers from now on. This whole event proved Earth spins because he didn't take Coriolis into account and missed the shot.
Yeah. Hey, Neil is going to come out and talk about it. Neil will come out and talk about it. He will say, the spin of the Earth saved Donald Trump's life. You watch. he's out playing golf already. He already out playing golf.
Yeah, I took the speed of the bullet, I took the angle and the latitude, and then we worked out it would deflect just this much.
See, the reason he didn't take into consideration Coriolis is because the shooter was a flat earther. And this, in the end, is what flat Earth leads you to, people.
There we go.
Richard Harris reckons we sound silly for he's a flat earther, but we sound silly if we was to say this is fake. We're silly. We're stupid.
Yeah.
We would make flat earthers look silly for saying this is fake.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's already out on the golf course playing golf. And I'd be like, if somebody was I already know my Secret Service isn't worth a shit. They let a guy get that close to me from a sweet sniper position. And I'm just going to go out on the open pastures and hit a ball around, man. Make myself an unobstructed target for a mile. Come on, Jesus Christ.
Why wouldn't he just go full Pope and ride around in that car with the glass windows so no one can shoot him? Like this is gonna be like this is.
But they didn't use any shield also. They didn't use any shield because they were jumping on him, but no one has a shield.
Oh yeah, they were using human shields. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you saw the secret agents, just the ladies with the car, one of them wanted to put the gun away, and she struggled with it.
Yeah, she couldn't get her fat. She couldn't get her fat around.
Oh boy, what am I gonna do?
She had a fat roll. Her fat roll was in the way of her holster and shit. She had to lift it up out of the way to get her fucking gun in.
Roger Little, thank you for $2 super chat. Says one more thing: meat puppets. Yeah.
But don't you think that the guy who supposedly shot him is MK Ultra?
Yeah,
I think that's what I think. I think it's very possible that because MK Ultra is really a real thing.
Yeah.
And I think people underestimate what's going on. And I even think a lot of politicians and stuff are also MK Ultra, and that's why they make all these decisions.
I forget exactly what the operation is, but there is, like, they always say all these operations, but there is an operation where they try to see if they could, obviously same thing with MK Ultra, but it was to the killing effect where they could see if they could, manipulate someone into assassinating someone. So I don't think they would throw that stuff away. So definitely very.
So we heard his mother. We heard his mother say that he was bullied and picked on and shit like that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And a lot of times these organizations with alphabet names will go and find a willing dupe. Okay. They'll coerce them. They'll go, yeah, man, I understand your struggle, man. Here's what we ought to do is this, that, and the other. Because I know this kid didn't act alone, if indeed this is even slightly real. Okay. They'll find a manifesto. That'll be your first hint that this is bullshit. But that you got to figure they'll go, they'll coerce the guy in, and they'll have 5 or 6 agents involved with it. But then they all nail it on this one guy. Look at the Reichstag burning, right? They found this mentally handicapped Dutch man and said he was a communist, and that's who they caught, right? When in fact it was actually Goering and his guys that set the fire.
But I mean, this makes you think, like when you have movies, Truth in Plain Sight, think of the Bourne Ultimatum, how they got him in the first movie. It's like they willingly get you into it, and then they put you through a program. That's exactly how they probably do it with MK Ultra. They get them into it's like, you've been bullied. You're the perfect candidate. We're gonna make you brave.
I mean, there's many ways that goes. I mean, and it's not pertaining to one cause. It can be for any cause. It could be completely on the left where, hey, you have to kill Trump, or completely on the right where, hey, go kill immigrants. Right. So it's definitely
But think anyway. What if he did kill Trump? What would it change?
Nothing. That's why it has to be some form of set up 100% that he couldn't have died.
If this kid killed Trump, probably his entire family would be murdered by citizens.
Yes.
There'd be chaos if that happened.
His information has been put out. His home address has been put out and everything. Yeah.
Sorry, Ted.
You guys ready for the latest bullshit? You guys ready for the latest bullshit? Because of all this questioning that's been done, right? Here we go. So an hour ago, breaking, a local police officer found the Trump gunman, but retreated down the ladder after the suspect pointed the rifle at him. According to the Associated Press, the suspect was discovered by an officer who retreated, allowing the suspect to fire at Trump. Rally goers, hang on, let me get the rest of this. Rally goers noticed the man climbing to the roof of a nearby building and warned local police, according to 2 law enforcement officials. The Associated Press reported. One local police officer climbed to the roof and encountered Crooks, who pointed his rifle at the officer. The officer retreated down the ladder, and Crooks quickly took a shot towards Trump.
What an excuse.
So,
I'm sorry. Oh, you're breaking up, dude. But I mean,
that police officer was a giant pussy.
Not just that,
Or a part of the problem.
But not just that, the sniper guy that was pointing his gun at him watched this whole thing unfold and didn't take a shot at the guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, well, in that footage you see where the shot is getting taken, but it says he looks in his scope 42 seconds. You don't see anything.
That's what I'm saying. 42 seconds. If you see a gunman climbing up, going to the roof, a police officer climbs up, gets down. Where's his report, guys?
Yeah.
Doesn't a police officer have to report straight away? Listen, we got a code, whatever.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Where's that recording?
Exactly.
And you got that sniper sitting there watching this whole thing happen and not taking a shot at the guy.
That's right.
I think the officer more or less had a conversation on radio, said, "Hey, he's in position, everybody, get ready."
Probably. Yeah, this thing has to be staged.
MK Ultra's real, but we can't forget clones are real too.
This is the video that accompanied that thing that I just read to y'all. This is the video that accompanied it.
Look at that. You can see him lying on the...
I can just hear Officer Bar Brady from South Park. Don't worry, people, there's nothing to see here.
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
He's turning this way.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to show it again, but like the vantage point from where the Secret Service actually was actually closer than he was to Trump. He was hold on, let me see this again. I mean, he had.
That's the thing. Yeah, when you like I said, that is supposed to be cordoned off totally.
All the way 137 meters away from Trump, he was shooting, and the Secret Service from the building to where they were, it was 133. So, I swear. And you saw how sweet that vantage point was. That was literally the best way. It was a perfect triangle.
Perfect.
They made the Illuminati sign right there, man. Sacred geometry.
And what happened afterwards? Did Trump give a speech or something?
He said he's all right.
Okay.
Gabe said he's playing golf.
Yeah, he's out playing golf.
Okay.
Yeah, less than 24 hours. Not worried about that at all. Not worried about that at all. Be out there.
With a hole in his head.
And those that got injured and thank you for prayers, and that's about it.
Sovereign, he can't make it look like he's, afraid of anything, because then that would just look weak. He's gonna go play some golf and be the badass.
Oh,
go play 18 holes after you get shot? Hell yeah.
Y'all, this is freaking getting stupid.
What?
This is getting stupid. Put that up on the screen, Flatzoid. This is... It says here, Brandon Biggs made an unbelievably accurate prediction about the attack on Trump's life in an interview several months ago.
I was talking about this.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier.
Yeah,
you saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame.
Wow.
Come on, man. Really? Did he say this shit?
No. He didn't get born again through this. It didn't even shake him.
All throughout, and I saw
And
Trump.
his eardrum didn't burst, did it?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah.
And he didn't go down to his knees and worship God.
Rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking. People say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming all throughout.
Oh my God!
No. I was the reason I talked about, because like a friend sent me this right before we even started, and it's like, man, how can people believe that? And this is from a video, by the way, about like eclipses and stuff, and like 3 prophets talking about prophecies. So there were other prophecies in the video that guy's, talking about.
There's a lot of people that, everybody's talking like, oh, it's staged. However, this could also be a directive of sabotage from an outside party.
But how it's going on, let's just say if they get to the protocols, it wouldn't be able to happen.
Sabotaging what?
I don't think it's sabotage.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
or infiltration. Sorry, infiltration from an outside party.
Otherwise, it's amateur hour. I mean, yeah, that's really bad. Really bad.
But almost all the people that were behind Trump must be in it then, because they reacted strangely.
Yeah, but that's just saying.
Right.
That is what gets it to me. It's like the way they acted, and that it's still. If you look at it, like I said earlier, look where they're looking. They're looking past him, and then they all start cheering at the same time. It's like someone's telling them to cheer.
Yeah.
I'd say most of those people there. Go ahead.
I was going to say, look how many times during this dude's presidency, he'd grab up some guy and put him in a position, and he's the greatest guy ever, and he's going to get some stuff done. And then a few months down the road, he's like, oh, that guy was a rat. And I couldn't smell that he was a rat. And, it was like, wait a minute, man. He was your good buddy a few months ago. You put him in, and now he's trying to screw you. Why does this keep happening to you? How does this keep happening to you?
Because the Democrats have a fuck ton of money, and they can buy out anybody.
Yeah, that's it. Come on, man.
This kid sent $15 to the Democratic Party, so I don't think he was getting funded.
They're all the same party, bro. That's what
exactly. That's the
understanding. It's the same party. It's two wings of the same bird, man. They're right in bed with one another. They act like they hate each other in front of the cameras, and they're hanging out. Let's look at Donald Trump. Lock her up. Lock her up. Yeah, he won on that shit. When he said, yeah, you'd be in jail. And everybody started chanting, lock her up, lock her up. As soon as those votes were secure, he goes out in front of the people. He starts saying, lock her up. He says, oh, no, we don't care about that anymore. They're good people. Let's leave them alone.
Right.
What?
That's why Bing Bong. That's why when you said infiltration, it's not an infiltration because it hasn't been real. It can't be real. I mean, there is no savior in American politics, Republican or Democrat, right wing or left wing, centrist either. So
here's the fat girl trying to put her gun away. This is kind of funny, really.
oh, the Secret Service, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, come on, where'd you get this girl from, man? Watch it.
They go to the Hollywood acting agencies.
Yes, that's her.
Well, we'll just leave it out. Fuck it.
Yeah, I forgot my whole stuff.
I'm not going to put it away. I'll just keep holding on to it.
Yeah.
But also all the faces, it looks like they're thinking, what are we going to do?
Jesus. Yeah. Oh, man.
Does anybody know what stage director said?
Pure madness.
Yeah, more and more is going to come out about this. This is going to be crazy. You're going to see the ones on the outside say, all right, you're going to have your camps of Trump is the Antichrist. Then you're going to have your people out there saying, no, Trump's been anointed by Jesus. He's being
You got
protected
saved by God.
And then you're going to have us out here that can actually fucking see. All of us with these sunglasses that they mysteriously don't want us to have, looking at it going, well, that don't look right, and that's kind of weird, and this is odd, and that don't make sense. No. They don't want it. They don't want us talking. That's for sure.
That's it. That's right.
Come on. Somebody sent that to me. At first, I thought he'd been killed, because they just said Trump's been shot, and I was like, what? And then I watched it, and I was like, okay, wait, what? And I started dissecting it more and more and more and more, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a show. This is obviously a show production, and made exactly to get the results that we're getting right now.
Well, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, but the timing is just perfect for Trump.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean that they still don't have more for the show, okay? Let's not forget, we're having a bird flu summit in D.C. in October. Why are we having a bird flu summit? So I'm going to call them tomorrow, and I'm going to record it on camera while I call them. I want to know more. Why are we having this? What is there a problem with bird flu all of a sudden? Are you expecting one?
No, there's another problem. There's a problem of sudden death.
Yes, because it was 1-0.
And so they're going to use that bird flu to cover for that? Is this the expected time frame? And it's right in time for another election, right?
But they
Called
have been
Event
talking
202.
for a while, though, because they want to bring another pandemic sometime.
Well, it's right in line. They want to start using those mail-in ballots, have everybody locked down at home. Because, see, look, nobody's done anything about that. Everybody said, yeah, but Biden cheated. There's no way he got 81 million. Okay, I agree, right? I agree. And all these idiots are going to go right back to the same fucking corrupt voting machines again. They're going to pull the same shit. And once again, Trump's an obvious shoo-in against Biden. Remember last time he didn't even campaign, didn't even come out of his little basement. When he did have a rally, there were like 14 people sitting in big hula hoops away from each other and all this other dumb shit, right? Everybody said there's no way that Biden can win. Yet he did, right? So what's to stop him from getting everybody convinced, here, Charlie Brown, kick the football again, and they do the exact same thing. That's how I would play it. If I really wanted to piss people off, that's how I would play it.
The only thing I can't get is if Trump is on their team, who in their right mind would sign up for such a position where you're just basically bullied from, I don't know, 35 years old till now?
I really hope you get bullied when you can have anything you want. I mean, this guy prints money for himself.
Yeah, it's keeping us placated. It keeps the slaves placated. Look, I think that right now, since this I've seen more political rhetoric like it should be going, like you normally see during an election cycle like this. I've never in my whole life seen such little interest in the presidential race as I've seen in this cycle. It's amazing. People just, despite what you might see on TV, in reality, nobody's even giving a shit. I hear more people say, yeah, they're both puppets. Fuck them,
Oh, it's crazy. I didn't even know that he got shot because I don't. Obviously, I'm a youngin. I don't watch the news. I had to get sent it, right? So it's definitely feels like they're trying to stir up stuff for him. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was
bring more attention.
No, I just woke up this morning and I've just seen this all over. I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I made that quick video, and then decided, okay, since it's training, let's talk about it tonight, just for the fun of it.
No, I asked him to go, Ants. I asked him to go because he was just sitting there laughing.
The thing with Luca is he had to disagree with everything.
Of course, he was just trolling tonight. He was in mine earlier, and Vicky actually, I said, you'll have to go, Vicky's here. And she says, oh no, I'll let him stay, sort of thing. Or I feel like I'm in a good mood. And I'm like, he stayed quiet, he didn't say anything. So, like, as long as he's quiet, then he can.
It's okay if he talks, but I mean, to disagree with every little thing.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah. But it was a watch party, so I needed him to be quiet, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to know more about what rifle this kid used.
As far as we know, AR-15, but that's as far as we know.
Well, it appears to be an AR platform. Okay. Of course, that AR platform is a popular platform. You can get that in a number of different calibers. Okay. For instance, like the AR-10. You're still that same platform, same controls, same feed mechanism, same bolt, everything. It's just chambered in a higher caliber. You can get an AR that's chambered in .22 long rifle. Okay, same
I have
platform.
a Beowulf 50 cal.
Yeah, I mean, it's all going to be the same. I even have a pistol caliber carbine that shoots 9mm pistol ammo, and it's it's a chambered in 9mm, but it's still the same AR platform. So it's a popular one. It's a popular platform. That's why if they go with that, it's going to eliminate, or at least attempt to eliminate, a lot of shit. What does that say?
Remember what I said earlier? This is specifically why they use the AR-15s. Look, the AR-15 rifle was discovered at the scene of the Trump rally shooting. The AR-15 rifle, billed as America's rifle by the National Rifle Association, has been commonly used by mass shooters.
Yeah, the only other one I got.
The biggest weapons, but you see what I'm saying? It's
the only other
weird.
The only other description I got was an AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle that was purchased by his father. So right. Yeah, we don't have much on the gun. So,
and a report from 5.56 millimeter is now, like I said, I don't know if that's an artifact from the audio, but it's much louder than that.
Oh yeah.
What you heard.
That didn't sound like a 556, no. Not at all. Even a 308 would be a bit louder than that, even with a suppressor.
Well, even right there, if I'm looking at that rifle, if he's got a suppressor adequate for that rifle on there, that's a short barrel, and it wouldn't be adequate for that distance anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But who says the kid knew anything, right?
I just wish it would show us how the rifle looks, because you can't really see if he has a scope on. Then I couldn't really see if he had a scope.
Yeah. No, the one on the rooftop looked like it did, but that could just be like a shadow or something.
It's pretty blurry.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, what Roger got? What'd you say, Roger? He says
I'm talking to
Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah. All the people here all they're saying is, "Did you see the blood? Where did it come from? Did you see the blood? Where did it come from? Oh no." That's all I get. It's real. Like, all right, dude. Sure. They can't manufacture blood packets, put them on them or nothing. No.
How they do it like in the WWE? They have like blood packs, and they actually paint over it like skin color. And then when it ruptures, it looks like the skin's torn and it starts bleeding. It's very simple to do that.
Yeah, it's not hard. And there's my boss, one of my bosses here. That's all he's been running around saying all morning. I asked him when he thought about it, and he's like, the only thing, where did the blood come from? It's got to be real. And he walks off. That was the end of the conversation. I'm like, all right.
Oh man,
that's just funny as hell.
I think we have a much more important question to ask, guys, than is Trump the Antichrist. Is it soccer or football?
It's neither, guys. Neither.
It's
So you say a lot of people are questioning the legitimacy of this? They're at the Walmart.
Well, yeah. Well, when I ask them the question, that they just jump on. Where did the blood come from? That's the only thing they say and walk away. That's and one person actually said, "I'm like, yeah, I don't believe it," and she's like, just ignore the rest of it. Says, I woke up this morning and I didn't believe it when I saw it. This is a weak attempt at what they're portraying. Most people aren't going to buy it.
Yeah, I'm looking at that rooftop photo, and first thing I have to wonder is why the hell is it so grainy? But even just looking at that rifle, which seems to be probably about 8 feet away from me, I would have to say.
So did NASA film that? Like the moon landing?
Yeah, that's probably it. But the thing is, the thing's like 8 feet away from where he's at, laterally.
It's like perfect. Why is it so perfect?
And I don't see evidence of a scope, though. I mean,
I just see like a little.
I look at an AR with a scope or an eyepiece on it all the time.
It goes to
them on my wall.
Yeah, because that scope goes to the bud because it's quite a short stock.
Yeah,
and there was no sign of a scope on there from that side view at all.
Yeah.
I think we have to go off of the idea. I think it's an Oswald Lee Harvey Oswald thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's weird, man. Like it was placed there. Hang on a second.
Roydex381, thank you for your $2 super chat. Says, yeah, the Thomas didn't calculate for Coriolis effect. Exactly.
That's going to be the joke of the day.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. That's why I said the anti-flat earthers are going to start using this as their argument. Oh, you see, he missed because he didn't calculate Coriolis.
Yep.
Thank you very much for the super chat, Roydox. You rock, man. Justina, yes, we already showed about the BlackRock commercial, mate, in the beginning with from RV. He showed it. Thank you. LJ, for your $2 super chat. He says, Mission Impossible 7, Tom Cruise featuring Trump. Yeah. Thank you very much, LJ, for your super chat. Really appreciate it. And that's when he pulls the mask. It's like, ha!
Right.
This is what the profile of an AR with a scope on it is.
There we go. You see, look, see how close it to the bud. You'll see that.
Chilling says football's going home. So Spain rock around you. Get out of here about you.
So that's, and that one right there is that. Now this one is an AR-10. This is 7.62 millimeter, but even a 5.56. I mean, it's the same size. Same size.
Well, they're good at like 75 yards, right?
Yeah. Well, I would say they're pretty damn good at 75 yards. Yeah,
they're very accurate, actually.
Yes, sir. 75 yards.
That's why it says it's an easy gun for even amateurs to use. But the fact the guy doesn't look like he had a scope on, that's like what was telling me like something's up.
That would be a good reason to outlaw that gun, then, wouldn't it? If the public got their hands on it and we turned on the government, marched on the capitals, even the average person could shoot. You know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They've been pushing a lot to try and get the AR-15s off from civilians because this is the most common used automatic rifle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, this is where they get you too, is they want
the guns gone. They don't want civilians to have guns.
What do they call that? What do they call that kind of rifle? They call it a what? An assault rifle. Right. All right. So that would lead one to understand that if there were a such thing as an assault rifle, there must also be a such thing as a defense rifle, right? So
makes sense.
What would be the appropriate defense rifle to counter someone with an assault rifle? Oh, lo and behold, it's the exact same rifle. The intent is the person that's holding it, not the object itself. So it's not an assault rifle. It's not a defense rifle. It's a rifle. Okay. And if you use it to put a nail into a piece of wood, now it's a hammer rifle. What? Come on.
Like a Hilti gun.
Jesus. It's people, and you see, they get you with the word magic. They want to classify it as a firearm. Firearm is a commercial term. It's not a firearm. It's a gun. It's an arm. Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, they want to take all ways of arming yourself away from a civilian. So they're going to push as much as possible. Say, this is getting too much now, guys. Always the ARs are being used because it's just too easy to get hold of, and it's dangerous to society. Let's get rid of the guns altogether.
Well, then we need everybody to be paraplegics or quadriplegics.
Doesn't this sound very familiar to what's been happening through history every time they took guns away from civilians? What happens then?
And let's face it, anybody can have a horse, but not everybody knows how to take care of a horse, how to ride a horse, or can afford to feed the horse. That's important as well. Okay. Same thing with guns. You know, you have to be able to feed the gun. If you have to buy ammunition, you have to have that. You have to know how to use it properly so that you don't kill yourself or somebody else that you're not intending to defend yourself from. You don't just go and get a rifle and go, okay, well, now I'm an expert on rifles. You know, no, it doesn't work like that. You have to learn.
It should go mandatory when you buy a gun to get gun training.
No, they shouldn't make anything mandatory at all. Nobody has a right to tell you to do shit. Okay, that's the reality. That's the first thing people have to understand. Nobody has a higher claim over your existence than you. Okay, it's up to yourself to govern yourself and govern yourself wisely. And seeing as how you realize that you should have proper gun training to own a rifle, then that's what you should do. But you don't.
The onus is on you.
Suggest it. You can suggest it, which is a great thing, but you cannot require it. You don't have power over other men. Neither do I. And you can't.
I'm gonna go again, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna end that anyway. So.
All right. This is a day that's going down in infamy. Infamy. Sorry.
So you guys, the votes are ending on Donald Trump is the Antichrist as described in Revelation 13. Yes, 11%. No, 52%. Could be 21%. Not sure, 16%.
I like that.
What are your guys' closing statements?
Oh, for crying!
That's a good question.
Trump is Antichrist. No, 52%. I agree with that. Definitely not. He is an Antichrist, but he's not the Antichrist. But I mean, apart from the rest of it, I believe it's fake as. You know, I don't believe it's a real thing at all. It's good timing, like you guys have said. Good timing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. It's rubbish. Oh, look at this.
They need to get better actors, dude. That's my final statement. I want to see you guys later.
No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. Isaiah 54:17. There's a nice picture of Jesus holding on to Trump's shoulders, kind of trying to relieve the stress from him. See?
Nice.
Dude, you're going to see so much of this crap. The thing with the flag, come on, man. This is too much. It's just too much.
In Holland, we got our flag upside down.
Well, because of the EU, because of the crap that the EU is pulling with y'all?
Sorry?
Is it because of all the crap that the EU is pulling with y'all?
Well, it's red, white, and blue, and we hang it like a blue, white, and red. Holland is dead, so we say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Why should it be the other way, though?
Because otherwise we cannot say Holland is dead.
Yeah.
It doesn't rhyme.
If a fortress or a post is under siege, it is customary to hang the flag upside down in order to signal that they are under duress. And so that's what the significance of hanging a flag upside down is.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo to you. Keep doing it until that freaking shit dries up, man. That EU, I knew y'all was understanding what a unification of states on a continent actually is, especially with a strong central government like the EU and the United States. It's only your duty to resist such a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
One step closer to a one world government.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Mac, thank you very much for $2 super chat. He says the answer is yes. He has the crown of Jerusalem.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna get what Sov called the holy hand grenade.
The holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Yeah. He's gonna come out in royal gowns as some kind of king now. It's like some kind of.
The thing is, he does have a lot of connections.
Oh yeah, no, he's like the 13th cousin or something of the queen, or something like that. Forgot.
But the problem is, it could just be that he's just paving the way for the Antichrist. You know what I mean? Like he's just
yes,
he's just there to be the opening door, the connection for the Antichrist. You know what I mean?
Well, they also called Obama the Antichrist for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get my final statement would be that yeah, it's set up in terms of the shooter. It could be a real person, but it's definitely coerced into it and an actor. So set up, it's all play, and I guess we just see what happens from now on. I don't really have much of it.
Yeah, only time will tell.
Yep, exactly.
What do you all think of World War III? Will that come?
We're already in.
It already has.
Yes,
too much
for 4 years.
pansies.
Sorry?
It's too much pansies. Do you think that World War III will happen? People don't even want to.
We're already well. If you think about it, we're already in it. Can you really think all the different places where there is conflict going on right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yemen, Israel, and Palestine. You got Iran kicking in now. We've also got the NATO getting involved with the Russia-Ukraine thing.
It's already primed. Yeah, it's already primed.
It's happening. I mean,
galvanization. The problem is, let's say it goes to like World War kind of thing. Can you think you can trust your American government to protect you? I mean, how much of the? I know South Africa. I wouldn't fight for my government. I'm sorry.
No government at all. Also over here. And we got 15-minute cities. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Apeldoorn, and they were very much against it. So it did not go through. But now they're trying it with Utrecht and 15-minute states and cities. And the people say, oh, it's wonderful. And they cannot see what they're trying to do. It's just a little prison. You cannot go further than 15 minutes at your home.
Well, people will accept it because it's convenient, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest trap. They give us something that makes our life, quote unquote, more convenient, and we will, even pay for our own destruction that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's brilliant.
It's insanity.
We underestimate Satan, man. He's the most evil genius master of any story ever.
It's Muhammad, man. Come on, it's Muhammad.
Yeah, the great deceiver. Yeah.
Yeah. I just say delete your Facebooks. Do yourself all a favor.
Well, it's too late for that, man. They already got you. They already got everything you typed in ever.
I got a big X after my name.
But you said you saw those, like they had war generals make public statements in the beginning of the year in Holland, in Germany, in Belgium, in France, and we here in Finland, we're in NATO now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just progress in the biblical prophecies and whatever Albert Pike said a long time ago.
Yeah, but a lot of people who stood up say, well, everything's all right now. There's nothing going on. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. And all the farmers that they want off their land. So we're one of the biggest farmlands. So yeah.
Right.
Oh Lord. Oh,
jeez.
Oh wow.
But pellets, if you shoot pellets at somebody's forehead or temple, they can bleed too, right?
Yeah. We used to play BB
I was
gun
thinking
wars.
about that.
We used to play BB gun wars in the woods when I was a kid, right? And I had this pump action. And I remember one time I was sneaking through the woods there, and all of a sudden I felt something go pop and hit my ear like Trump, like that. Pow! Hurt like a son of a bitch. It didn't bleed or nothing, but it hurt like a son of a bitch. I looked, and there's my brother standing up there in this tall grass. And so I pumped that thing up as much as I could, and I put a bead on him. Pop! And went to shoot at him, and this other kid stood up right in front of him. I nailed him right in the cheek, man. And that BB went in there under the skin, and of course we didn't want to get in trouble and shit. So we're going like, here, we can get it, we can pop it out like a zit, man. We're trying to get this BB out of his cheek, and we couldn't do it. We ended up getting in trouble. We had to go to the doctor and get it taken out.
Yeah, it's big enough and big velocity enough. Sure,
Yeah.
they do some damage. Make
Oh
you
man,
bleed.
I was pissed. That hurt so bad when that hit my ear. I was pumping like a frenzy on that pellet rifle. I remember it was a Crossman, and I drew a bead on my brother. And just as soon as I pulled that trigger, that other kid stood up right in front of me. Man, I was like, "Oh fuck!" Bam, right in his cheek. We were brutal. My generation was brutal, man. We had brutal games we played.
Oh,
well, I'm going to say bye, guys. All right. Appreciate everybody coming in. I think it was an awesome stream, an awesome chat.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm going for a walk with my dog.
Nice.
Hey, that's cool. That sounds great.
Have a nice evening, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yes, thanks, guys, for coming. I think I'm going to say no. I don't think he is the Antichrist, but I do think he is a Antichrist.
Absolutely, same as.
And that's practically all I can say about it. But everybody must make up their own minds, and all I can say is just don't care, because if you're right with God, you don't need to worry. So
Right.
yeah, we just
Don't take sides on conflicts that don't directly, are not got anything to do with you.
Yeah, but it's cool having you guys in. I really appreciate everybody. Appreciate all the super chats, all the likes, all the shares, all the members and patrons, and just people coming in.